What's up, fellow journeyers? Somehow, I've dragged Marissa and the kids out for another sunrise. We're out here for donuts on the beach.
JJ! Hey, baby! Hi,
He
JJ!
looks like a newborn.
JJ, look, your eyes closed?
It is not as cold as this looks.
Yeah,
Like officially
so
Floridians. It's like 55 degrees.
Shorts. I know, no kidding.
Rocking it. The Corey beat. Corey's got the sandals on, so.
I don't have socks just because we only got here with 2 minutes to spare, and the socks were the things.
Yeah, we cut it pretty cle. Luckily, there's some cloud cover on the bottom. I don't know what this is gonna do, but babe, this is really watered down. I'm sorry, something's not right. I don't even know what.
Him in charge of
I don't even know what I did.
this morning?
Well, it's either that or I had to do the breastfeeding, so we worked it out. Yeah, we figured that out.
Got our hot water.
Our hot water down. Yeah, it's like a murky.
What'd you guys do?
I don't know what I did.
Nathan.
I was look. I don't know what I did. Now I love starting these vlogs because like my hair is a mess and I can leave it that way for like the effect, right?
Yeah.
Marissa just throws on some glasses and
That's how we roll.
we just like. We actually had to make ourselves look rougher for this video. We used to look really good when we wake up. Look at this. That make you want to throw up. Look at these two. We're over here like.
Drinking.
This is
Drinking our hot water.
Life with a 5-year-old and 11-month-old versus life with 2 teenagers. So
We put in our juice.
this is pretty cool to film this lot. Like something about having that cloud cover makes it a sharp, like just a sharp entry into the world here, and that is cool. Wow. I don't know what Corey's artistically doing down here. Photographs are never real, people. Corey had to get that leaf and like flip it up and
I'm gonna have to go find another leaf.
sprinkle a little water. Yeah, yeah.
It looks deformed.
That leaf should not even be on this beach, honestly. I don't know where he got it.
Alright, we need a better leaf.
Look, the sun's coming.
It is. Isn't that beautiful? So we're leaving John Pennekamp State Park, and basically, if you can get in the state park, definitely do it. Unfortunately, with the wind, we did not get to get on the water as much as we wanted to. They have a glass bottom boat that you can do stuff on. They have kayaks, canoes, you can launch your own stuff. 2 beaches. You can ride your bikes, you can watch the sun rise at least as you saw. Sunset's a little trickier. You're close to stuff in town. It's just, if you can get in, just do it. It's super, trust the Keys, like I think it's like 40 bucks a night. Well worth it. Love this state park. So we're packing up, we're heading north toward Port Canaveral.
Canaveral, yay!
Port Canaveral!
She's got a house in there. Who's behind
Just a
it?
sign.
Did you make a sign, Jason?
Hey, do you know where to put your purse?
Right
Here.
there. Okay.
That's great.
That's you.
It even says purse here.
Okay.
It's very well thought out, Hensley. Thank you.
Ow.
She packed light.
Yeah.
Should be easy enough.
Just in a purse.
Oh, JJ.
A big
Look at it,
full
JJ.
purse.
You want to show your tricks, JJ?
You got it. Show her how you go. What can you do? Go. Push.
Whoa.
Go.
He's gonna walk
Why, hello.
I was gonna honk my horn. That's not customary, though, is it?
I don't know what customary dating is anymore.
Should I meet your mom and
It's
ask her
been a
permission?
while.
And
I meet my mom. Mom, is it okay? Nathan said, should he meet you and ask permission to take me out?
she'd probably say no. Let's not do that.
She said she thinks it's a little late for that.
So we're doing what we don't get to do very often, just go on a date. This is obviously not a nighttime date.
Nighttime dates they're just too tough.
They're gone. They're just gone.
This is much easier.
We did do a date. What was it in Colorado we did? And one of our patrons, Carl's, he still says it's one of his favorite videos.
We went to Red Rock.
Red Rock, I think. So it's like an outdoor amphitheater where they show movies and stuff. We went and watched Labyrinth on the outdoor theater.
That was a lot of fun.
That was pretty cool.
This is definitely a treat. This never happens. And we love having my mom with us. And it was her idea. She's like, hey, why don't y'all go on a date? And I was like, we're never going to pass that
So
up.
we will, every day.
Even though we've tried for a couple days.
Yeah.
And stuff keeps happening and coming up. So, like, we might actually get out the door today.
I've got my fancy t-shirt on today, too. Yeah. So
maybe we should hurry up and leave before
we're just
something
gonna
comes
go.
up.
Yeah, we're getting out here. So Marissa was sitting here editing the video since she's in charge of, anyways, no, I was editing the video. I realized that when I filmed this, by the way, this is a pro tip, don't hold your finger over the microphone on your GoPro for using your GoPro, and don't accidentally turn it on ultra wide mode. I think that's what it's called, where it's so wide, it's almost unusable. And I couldn't figure out how to get it back to normal. Some of you may know. Anyways, so this date started off pretty well, because if you're never sure where to take a girl, you take her Mexican, right? Like, it was pretty good. We left there.
You take this girl to get
Oh,
fajitas.
for sure. Like,
yeah,
fajitas, tacos, good to go. So, did that first. That went fine. Then we pulled up to what was to be our theater. Didn't quite research this quite so well. It was a $5 budget theater. But the problem was, and I'm not making this up, the main sign for the theater, there was no sign at the road or anything like that, was a 24 by 36 piece of poster board. So I'm just not, I don't know, I've just never seen a movie theater like this. So, and I mean, usually that's a good thing when we say this is something new we've never seen before.
Hey,
but there's
I'm all about a good deal.
It is a good deal. We kind of like looked at each other, debated whether or not this was a good idea.
Sat in the truck for a while.
We did.
And
we
then
did.
thought it was worth risking our
We
life
thought, hey, you know
to
what?
go watch a movie and
We do
go
not
on
get
a date.
Yes, exactly. We don't get this time away on our own very often. But we went in. Now, the mall, it was actually at a strip mall as well that didn't have a ton of people, but spent a little time in the mall walking around. Because, you know, you take your girl to the mall, right? And then watch the movie, which, yeah, one other couple showed up, so we weren't the only ones by the end of the movie. But yeah, it was fun, good times. So that's our take on how the date went. Back to the live video of the end of the date, where we are now sitting in a Publix parking lot, super pumped about our sandwiches. You're cracking me up. Yeah, so part of the stress relief, and this is actually a good travel tip, I think. So when we first started traveling, we were looking for somewhere to eat subs. We did not know. This was told to us in Florida, I guess. What, 2-3 years ago, I guess, maybe something like that. But Publix, I think I just zoomed in my mirror. There it is. Publix actually has some really good subs. Like, everything's fresh, it's well made.
We've gotten addicted to them.
We've
lately.
had Publix subs.
It's my, hey, let's just get Publix subs tonight.
I think I don't even know how many Publix subs we've had since I've been in Florida.
It's
like,
just-
it's embarrassingly a lot.
Probably because it usually comes. It comes with a stop for ice cream as well.
And so I think when you're trying to like keep the romance alive, RVing, and try to make the time to spend time together, which sounds silly, make the time to spend time together, and we're together all the time. We're together all the time, but we don't get like dedicated time together. I think there's just some creativity in it, and sometimes you just don't know what's the area, what there is to do, but there's some adventure in that too. And then maybe some out of the box ideas. We looked into, like, I don't know, if you fly in a family member or somebody to help out with the kids or to the pets or anything like that. I mean, maybe like a cruise, a little mini cruise or something would be cool at some point.
Yeah.
I don't know when that point will be, but you know, you're just looking for ways.
We gotta be able to leave them more than a night, I think.
Yeah. But so, you know, we're not quite there on some of that, but it's still awesome that it's not that expensive to fly people into Orlando and some spots in Florida and stuff, and then you take off a few days and maybe do some stuff together. So
Family and friends love coming out and visiting wherever we are, especially when it's cold there and it's warm.
yeah, in the winter
here.
it's an easy sell.
So that's, you know, one of the nice trades is like, hey, you can come stay with us anytime for free. And usually they'll say, why don't you all go have a date? And that's kind of a nice little perk.
Judah, did you just wake up?
Yeah. Hi.
Back. Did you have fun?
I know, I mean, tickled.
Get her, get her, get her.
Your arms down, Dad. Again.
No, not.
Ever wondered what a public sub looks like? Look at that. Call it Italian, I guess.
Yeah, usually they have one that's on sale, so we usually just get
Whatever's on sale.
we get what's on sale.
Their work, but you wouldn't trade it for the world, would you?
Of course not. Being a parent is the hardest job. It's a fun job, it's a rewarding job, but I don't think anybody prepares you for how much work and how hard it is.
I don't know, I've heard the best thing you could do for your kids is strengthen your marriage. It's tough with a house to remember what's most important, and it's still tough when you're RVing to remember what's most important as far as like, yeah, our kids matter to us. We love our kids, but at the same time, we need to spend time together for our kids. But it's for ourselves, for our kids.
Exactly. Sometimes I think you get so wrapped up in trying to be a good parent that you forget to be a good spouse as well. And so especially doing what we're doing where we're 24/7 parents to our kids, we love it, but you know, usually the time we have for each other is when we finally get them down for the night and we're exhausted.
I think in a house, like if you work all day and you're gone all day, 9 to 5, you get home and the kids want to get some energy out, they're a little rambunctious or whatever, like you haven't seen your kids all day. Like you miss your kids, you have energy. I'm not gonna say a lot of physical energy, but like at least mentally, if you haven't seen your kids all day and you miss each other, but we're with our kids all day. So when we get to the end of our day, where we've been exploring, or been doing things, or filming, and we love our kids. I'm not complaining about the time we spend with our kids. But when it comes 6, 7, 8 o'clock some nights, and they are still kicking the table, and they are still throwing the yogurt around.
You got a little yogurt on your face, buddy.
And kids are being kids. I mean, we need that time that we figure out somehow together so that we can get that energy we need to push through those nights, because there's some long days, especially if it's a travel day, I guess, too. Those can be some long days too. I hate to say it that way. If you don't connect with your kids too well and they drive you crazy in a small space, they're probably gonna drive you crazier. So you might want to figure that out first. Same thing with your marriage. If your marriage is struggling.
Well, even if you love your kids, they're gonna drive you crazy.
Even if you love your kids, but they're really gonna drive you
Or
crazy.
your spouse.
Yeah. So yeah, if your spouse, like if you don't like being in the same room with your spouse in a house, you're really not gonna like being in the same RV as your spouse once you get in an RV. So we have our days, but that's why we had to get. That's the real reason we got the fifth wheel.
He's cracking me. He loves food. He hums the whole time he eats.
It's pretty much the most epic date day you've ever had, right, babe?
I think that's what you strive for, is having fun doing anything together, because it isn't always sunsets and sunrises
yeah.
and climbing mountains, and there is a lot of that, and there is a lot of awesome stuff in between, but there are, you know, tough times. There are travel days and parking the rig together, which can always be interesting and take some communication.
I think parking the rig is like a whole other level of like, do we love each other? Parking the rig is stressful, but know that you're not alone and you will not be the first person to lose it a little bit. I mean, you gotta imagine if you've been driving 4, 6, 8 hours a day, whatever, maybe going through cities and mountains and
I'm doing
traffic.
This with a baby on my hip,
yep.
watching Hensley, making sure that she's not in the way, and we try to keep them like stay in the truck, but after a long day they're ready to get out, and they're you know, they're busting at the seams to get out the door, so usually they're coming out with us, so it makes it a little more interesting. But
it's a pretty campground. I'm loving the tree cover. There's a swimming pool that way somewhere. Marissa went over there one day, I guess, with the kids while I worked, but
Yeah,
that's been about
it was even cold for Hensley, which means us cold, because she swam in Alaska and didn't complain. Yeah, when we hit the road, we had been married, what, 3 years?
Sure.
Yeah. We had been married 3 years when we hit the road, so I mean, fairly newish. Not that we were like honeymooners or anything, but it was definitely a new marriage. We had dated for 3 years, but and then now we've spent 5 years on the road. So 5 years of our marriage in an RV and 3 years in a house. So
That's crazy. Yeah, we've experienced more of our marriage
in an RV than a house.
A lot of it's just about experiences, and we get to experience new areas like this. Got to experience the $5 theater in Titusville today.
That was an experience.
Yeah, so
no,
you know,
it was really, it was fun.
It was fun. It was good.
Fun.
It was worth. You know, it's $5 theater. It was good.
Yeah,
it was worth it. So, yeah, and I think we got you got this pier out here where you can go and you can see sunrises is really what that's made for, not sunsets.
Sunset's really cool out there too, though.
It is. Yeah, the sun's not actually setting on the pier,
but it still like kind of glows, and we've seen dolphins and manatee.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just been.
Hensley calls them crab groupers.
Crab groupers.
She's watched way too much Wildcrats or something, but she's now combining animals and making.
I don't
People
know.
are cracking up that are here, and we don't know enough about animals to know. Is there a crab?
Well, we've had.
I'm pretty sure there's not a crab grouper, but
Hensley spends 90% of her day giving us facts, but a lot of times I don't know if they're Hensley facts or like real facts, because she is so quick to come up with stuff off the top of her head. I could never question what she's saying, and I'm honestly not sure myself, and it's all day of random facts. Even people pass us like, wow, she knows so much, and I'm like, I'm not really sure if that's true.
She knows a lot
or not.
about something.
In the desert, when it snows, it can climb over rocks. Their legs are super light so they can run fast. Right around here.
Oh, okay.
I see one. Do you know what it is?
A stingray.
No. It has a... Oh yeah, I think it's a baby. Green on the head and pink on the whole body, except the legs. They're yellow.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you if it was really facts or Hensley facts.
Well, this is a good campground for the money. We paid, I don't know, $32 a night, something like that here, and that's just, after Florida Keys pricing, that's just a steal to me. But it's a good area. You're close to stuff that you want to get to as far as grocery stores and things to do.
And if you can catch a launch here.
Oh yeah, you can watch launches at this pier back behind me here. You can watch launches over there. You can see all the animals. It's a good place to ride bikes. They do have a swimming pool. So I mean, yeah, they don't have all the amenities that we had in Sunshine Key, but it's $31 a night instead of $165. So
I like
for the
it.
money,
I've
it's a good deal.
enjoyed going and running every day here, because the views are just great. Nathan's still recovering from his knee injury.
Yeah, I'm not doing any running. I hobbled down here for this video, but that's about it. So, Jessie and her gazelle legs.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna call it a night. I don't know what these birds are squawking around us, but they are singing us.
It's like the Little
They're saying
Mermaid.
goodbye.
It's like the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. But as we close, do want to say thank you to patrons for sponsoring this video and making this happen. We would not be able to create full-time content for you guys without our patrons. So if you do want to be a part of the team there, lessjunkmorejourney.com/Patreon. Check that out. Thank you so much, guys. But that's it for us tonight. Guys, I hope you're writing down all these crazy tips I've given you on how to get the romance just roaring, get that flame going, right? Ladies, I hope I didn't blow you away too much with all my romantic tips, places we went, things we did.
Might have to turn on the washer and dryer tonight.
Wow, I can't believe you just said that.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You brought it up. All right, we're gonna call it a video. We're heading back to the RV, and we will catch you guys later.